Welcome to Math 165, Introductory Statistics at Citrus College. I'm your instructor, Victoria Dominguez. Each week I will present a video to you that will outline the topics you will be learning that week. Let's get started. Statistics is all about data. It's about making decisions based on what we learn from characteristics about a smaller group that's part of a larger group. This group consists of people or things such as cars, student test scores, TV ratings. The possibilities are endless. The terms sample and population, as you see in this slide, are important. They have special meaning. We're going to talk about samples and populations throughout the whole course. So please notice that the first section of every chapter is just a review section. It's very short. It has no homework associated with it and will just be there for just to give you like an introduction, kind of what I'm doing here to the chapter. Chapter 1 only has 3 sections of information. We will cover all 3 sections in this class. So let's talk about what data is. It says it's collections of observations such as measurements, genders, or survey responses. Data can be anything. We'll talk in Chapter 2 about the types of data we'll be dealing with, both numeric and non-numeric, called categorical data. Statistics is what you do to, first of all, gather data, you obtain it, you plan your studies, you then figure out what to do with the data to come up with conclusions, again, about a population. So we do statistics using samples, sample statistics. The population is that bigger group I referred to earlier. Again, we generate statistics based on data samples that are taken from populations. The population is the collection, as it says, of all measurements that are being considered. A population could be the population of the world. It could be the population of Citrus College students. It could be the population of a city like Glendora. It just depends on what your context is. We do a census every year in the United States, and I think other countries do as well, where they try to count all of the people in the country by going door to door, by using telephone surveys. They do it in several ways. They want to see, they need to know for our government to provide materials, goods, money for future populations of our country. They need to know how many people we have. It's for their planning purposes for the next 10, 20, 30 years. A sample, again, is a sub-collection of members selected from a population. Because it's so expensive to survey everyone in a population, but in both time and money, that's why we do not do that. We take a sample from a population. Let me give you an example. If we surveyed all Math 165 classes at Citrus College in one semester, that would be between 900 and 1,000 students, depending on the semester. It's a lot of people to survey. If we wanted to, for example, to find the most popular car driven by Citrus College students who are in Math 165, it would make sense for us to survey only some of the classes. We'll explore in section 1-4 ways to collect sample data that best represent the population. That is always the goal, for the sample to represent the population for the characteristics we are interested in studying. Here's a few more examples. The Gallup Corporation, they're known for their polls. They cannot survey everyone in the U.S. to find out how many of them are worried about identity theft. So they surveyed 1,013 adults, and they're careful to choose these adults in a random way. Here's another example. The population consists of 241,472,385 adults in the United States. Notice those are only the adults, they're not all the people, excludes the children in the United States. That would have been found by using a census and counting everybody in the population. The sample consists of the 1,013 polled adults. So from this Gallup poll, they took from the 241 million plus people in the United States, they only sampled 1,013. And again, the objective to try to create a good sample that represents that population well, so that a conclusion may be drawn from the population. One last thing before we end this video. Your assigned homework is in my Stat Lab. Part of your assigned homework is to watch the videos and to read the textbook or ebook in my Stat Lab for these sections before completing the homework for each section in the chapter quiz. The videos replace the classroom lecture that you don't get when you're taking an online class. I recommend that you take careful notes while watching the videos. You can then refer to these notes while doing the homework. The more you see the material, the more it's going to stick, so that when you come to the time to take the exam, you'll be prepared. See you later. Bye.